Hello and welcome back to episode 23 of Stopping the Rot with Liverpool FC on Championship Manager 1997-1998. Now, if you are new around the channel, please drop a sub down below, and if you are new around here, no, other way around, if you're liking the video, drop a like, new around here, drop a sub, and yeah, so last time out we beat Newcastle in the league and we had a remarkable victory against Milan in the Champions League in our opening group stage. Today we take on Tottenham Hotspur, who are second in the table as we stand. We've also got Bayern Munich in the Champions League group, and we've got the Merseyside derby to follow, time permitting. So let's have a look at what has happened in the interim. So we've had a bit of a decent run from what I remember. I have literally just done it and I've already forgotten. So we started out against Ipswich. We completely rotated in this team. I think they were 19th at the time. But despite their struggles and the early red and the early lead by us, we actually struggled to see them off. Eventually, it would be 3-1. But as you can see, we battered them, but we weren't scoring. So Decor gave us an early lead. They got a 22-minute red card, Martin Scott, but they equalised. And then it took us till 75 minutes and 88 minutes to cement the win. But a win's a win's a win. So 3 points on the board. We pile on the misery, compound their misery a bit more, and yeah. We then travelled to Leicester, who I think at the time were second. And a good result here. So yeah, it was top. Oh, sorry, just before that as well, Tottenham did a point joking here from Wimbledon. Obviously, Kevin Keegan in the last episode left to go and take the Italy job. Random. But yeah, so they've got joking here now. And he's kept them going so far, as we'll see. And we do take them on today, joking is Tottenham. So it feels weird saying that. But yeah, Leicester, we got a good result here. We took the lead. They did equalise. The same minute we had Dominic Matteo sent off, but somehow a performance in the second half, penalty finally from Batistuta, and Jamie Redknapp sealing the 3-1 win. And we were very good value for it. They weren't performing as a team that were doing what they were doing really in the league. A bit disappointed with the Champions League group away to Espanyol. We could only manage a draw. We got the goal, and then a few minutes later they equalised. Yeah, wasn't much going on in the game despite the number of shots. We were in control and probably deserved the win, but it wasn't to be. But you know what? If we can beat all the teams at home and get draws against everyone away, I think we'll be okay. We'll find that out today because we've got Bayern Munich and I think it's away. No, it's not. It's at home. I'm telling a lie. We then took on Palace, who were now bottom. They've taken bottom spot from Ipswich. Ipswich have climbed a little bit, but Palace have dropped way down. Maybe missing the goals a little bit of Matty Jansen. I don't think so, but they've got Freddie Leon in there for a start. But again, we rotated the team and we got a lovely 4-1 win. And Ian Rush, his regen, got his first goal for the club, opened his account. He's capped at under 21s, haven't seen them win or do anything. Robbie Fowler with 2 goals. And who got the fourth? It's an own goal by Graham. Gareth Graham. As I say, I don't know who he is, but I do remember his name a little bit from our lockdown challenge where we had that spell in charge of Northern Ireland. I think he was in and around the squad. I don't think he played, but he was in and around the squad. But yeah, that brings us back to today. We have got a slight issue. International duty. Biscard's out for 3 months. Biscard's out for a couple of months. And Rui Costa's out for a month. Now, I didn't even see the Rui Costa one happen. It's only when I went to pick the squad and, reset the rotation that I noticed it. So, not great. We are going to stick with Decor at left back. He seems to be playing. Lee Hughes is not having the best season so far. He's not got a very good average rating. Dominic Matteo is suspended. He's domestic game only, I think. Yeah, 1 match. So Robert Page steps in this game. I was thinking of Curtis, but I think Page is the one. Plus, he needs the happiness to come back. But anyway, here we go. Tottenham away. It is joking is Tottenham versus our Liverpool. Hopefully we can. I don't know how Wimbledon were doing. I think they beat Man United. I know they did that because I saw that result, and that's when I checked and saw they were in the league. And they were, at the time I checked, this was in the last episode, they were 18th, and obviously they ended up moving up to 17th when we looked at the league table. Stefan Everson gives Tottenham the lead. But I don't know generally how Wimbledon are doing. I don't know if they got relegated and come back up and he kept his job in that whole time. But we could do with a win here just to push that gap between, I think we're about 4 or 5 points clear of second at the moment. This would obviously bring it way back in line. But we just need to push on that a little bit more. Whether it's going to be Tottenham, I think Newcastle. Oh, another thing I need to talk about actually, Newcastle splashing the moolah. In 2 days, they signed. Oh no, it wasn't Newcastle. It was only one of them. They did sign Dennis Bergkamp from Arsenal. He turned down Lazio. He went to Newcastle, so we won't see that epic goal against Newcastle where he rounded. He sort of rouletted Dabby's ass because that would be a little bit in the future from here. But he could do it for Newcastle against Tony Adams or Kiota or someone, who knows. But before half time, we've managed to bounce back and get the goals. McManaman and Batistuta, as we were talking about the transfers, and then Juventus signed Marco Negri from Rangers for about 10 million, 9 million, something like that. Some big money flying around. We've got the money, and Marco Negri might have even been an option for us, but a free kick not given, that would have been a guaranteed red card and would have changed the game. Chris Casper's come off for Les Ferdinand. What have they done? Okay, they stuck Everton in behind. They've gone like a 5-3-2 attacking, it's called. I'd call that more of a 3-5. More like a 3-4-1-2. I think FIFA would call that, if you played FIFA. And Page and David James between them. Did I put David James back in? Yeah, I did, I think. A draw here wouldn't have been the worst. Before the game kicked off, I'd have taken a draw. But now we've got 2-1 lead with 15 minutes to go. That wouldn't be a good result. But as now... Oh, it's been disallowed, thank God. As I was saying, I'd take a draw. They obviously go and score. And you just know they would have gone and followed up with another one, because they probably will now to get the draw anyway. They've gone more defensive when they're chasing the game. That is a bit counterintuitive to me. But unless they're trying to play on the counter or something, I don't know. This game isn't really that in-depth to be doing that. But obviously on Football Manager you could. But we've got the win. David James, man of the match. Very even game. Yeah, very even. And that, when I've said a few of the games have been quite even, that is literally even. You know, they've had one more shot, same number on target as us. Possession's very close. But we've got the win. We've done what we needed to do today. Just, we're in October now. We're coming up to that crunch time. We've got all the Champions League games sort of culminating and coming around quick and, fast and quick. So they are still second. Borough have won to, put that pressure on third spot. Man United are up to 5th. How have they done that? I mean, obviously a couple of wins can get you right up the table, but 5th seems like quite a large leap. They've only lost 2 games. So they've obviously gone on a bit of a run. They've won that's 15. If they've won 5 on the bounce or whatever, that's like 15 points, isn't it? I don't think they've won 5 on the bounce, but it is. But they're still 11 points behind us. So we are looking very comfortable. Man United have only conceded 5 goals though, despite that. I know they had a game in hand, one of them, so that was another reason why they were a little bit further down. They've only scored 12 though. Scoring goals is their issue. Shearer is doing well. Sheringham's been injured. Not really played. Scholes is doing absolutely dog shit this season. Alex Notman's in there. Not really. Mark Platts, he's in England at 21s, but he's not really doing much. Giggs is on the wing, obviously. Heskey, I know they just signed. Not really doing the job, is he? Peter Nielsen's just signed, but I'm guessing he's playing on the wing. Not really doing anything. They signed Nerlinger. He's a defensive midfielder. Yeah, their team's starting to go a little bit unbalanced in terms of things. But anyway, we got Bayern Munich next. So where is it, home or away? It's at Anfield. Okay, so see you in a couple of days at Anfield for the Bayern game. Back shortly. Okay, here we are. We're back for Bayern Munich. Milan have got Espanyol, so hopefully... Milan did beat Bayern in the last games, as we drew with Espanyol. So we're on 4 points. Everyone else is on 3, I think. So it's a very, very open group. And going along with the predictions, like I said, about it being, potentially low-scoring group. Now, the issue we've got is we've gone from having an abundance of attacking midfielders to practically none. Now, I think when I created Gerrard and put him in the game, I think I did give him a 1 for attacking midfield. So he could cover there, I believe. I don't remember for sure, but I think I did. So he can go on the bench. Batistuta, 15 minutes. Away we go. We're up and running against Bayern Munich. If we do what we said we're going to do, win our home games, that's 9 points. If we get 3 draws against the away team in the away games, that's another 3. So that's 12 points. Isn't enough on its own, but it should be enough to top us the group, I hope. If everyone's taking points against each other as well. If we just don't let anyone take the full 3 off of us, and Honsho on 25 minutes has been sent off. This is not good. Michael Owen's going to have to come out for Robert Page. This happened against someone recently, and it kind of worked, and I left Batistuta to the side. But this is Bayern Munich. This is the Champions League, and it was look how early it is again. It was early that game as well. A lot of our red cards are happening in the first half, and the first half of the first half, in fact. So I'm not sure what's going on with the discipline this season. what is it? South Park. We rack of the discipline, and when they were all going through the was it the ninja stuff, the ninja phase on South Park. Need to get back into South Park. I know they did some good coronavirus and COVID-19 episodes, which would I haven't got around to watching yet. I haven't watched it in a good couple of years now, as they pull one back 39 minutes. So now that plan of holding our own in the home games is under serious threat because Stefan Honsho decides to get sent off on 25 minutes with us 1-0 up and pretty much coasting. I mean, we're still coasting. They've had 2 shots on target and they've 3 shots, 2 shots on target, 1 goal. They've got the ultimate 3-2-1. And if we lose this game with those stats, we've got those stats despite being down to 10 men. We didn't get those all before having that player sent off. We are still the team in the ascendancy, but you just know the game's going to stiffen the back. Don't injure another attacking midfielder, please. Please, please, please. Especially now we've lost that Icelandic guy on loan. That's going to be another yellow card. The discipline is a real issue at the moment, and I don't know what I can do, really. Come on, they're having some chances. We're still in the game, but we haven't seen much of us on the front foot recently. Oh, stop giving away free kicks. Right, who's having a bad game? Jamie Redknapp. So Steven Gerrard's going to come in there. Robbie Fowler, maybe. Batistu's playing well. I don't really want to do that. Maybe we take Murphy off of Fowler. Go back to 2 up front, 1 behind. Give that a go. Just try and get that goal. And they're still pushing forward. So what this means now is we're going to have to go and turn one of those away games at least into a win. Which, the red card changed that game. There's no doubt about that. Look, it didn't even really change it. We were still battering and we still deserved the win in that game. They had a good few chances towards the end, admittedly, but we were pounding on them in the first half specifically. We should have been more than 1 clear when we went down to 10 men. So what happened in the other game? Milan have thumped Espanyol. They're going to be top of the group, aren't they? They are. That is not good at the halfway point. So we can get, 9 points still? So we can max out 14. Now, what I saw at Bayern Munich, I do think we can beat them away from home. I honestly do. And I think that's our next game. No, it's not. It's Milan away. Great. Great. Milan away, Espanyol at home, and Bayern away. Okay. Well, we've got Everton to contend with first. We've got the Merseyside derby. So we'll scoot along a few days. Average attendance. There we go. 56,432. We've got 250 points for the game in general. I mean, we're missing Berger as well in that game. We were missing some players. Yeah, let's come back for that game and see how we get on. Okay, some big moves in there. So I don't know if we saw it on camera or it happened off cam or somewhere, but Spain either sacked or lost their manager. I think they sacked him. They've just appointed Marcello Lippi from Juventus. So Juventus job's now free. So yeah, interesting. Wonder who'll go for that. It'd be interesting to see who takes that job. Jokinier's gone. Harry Redknapp's dropped down to Portsmouth. I don't know who's going to be. And we get one of those rebound goals that just kept going until we scored. O'Toole in goal for Everton. Don't know who he is. And so far, so good. 7 minutes, 2-0 up. Berger's back in the team. He was suspended for the last game. Puts us back. And we're bouncing back in the best possible way after a disappointing Champions League game. We do seem to, we had that resounding victory against AC Milan. Thought we were on for a plum season in the Champions League. And then that happens. So we do seem to be a little bit of a bottle team in the Champions League still at the moment. Haven't quite got the spine needed for that team. I mean, obviously we lost 3 attacking midfielders. Bearing in mind, we were quite stacked in that position, and we still were short attacking midfielder, which is a bit ridiculous, really. But we move. If we'd had the Icelandic guy there, that would have been an option. Danny Murphy looks good, but I think this season maybe he's not quite had the same impact he's had in previous seasons for us off the bench or even when he starts. He's on the bench today. He's back in there now. He dropped out the starting 11. Didn't do anything against Bayern particularly. I think he was the one was he the player that was pulled? Possibly. If not, he should have been. Yeah, he was, because McManaman went behind the strikers, didn't he? I do remember that. So he's got the 2 goals in the first half. So far, second half, haven't really done anything. Owen, we hit the crossbar. Batistuta, We're having some chances now, so I was about to make some changes, but we scored the goal 3-0. We probably will make some changes now. 3-0 with sort of, 25 minutes to go. We're going to... Berger's running the risk of suspension. Owen's got a yellow card. And Robert Page is currently unhappy. We're going to bank the 8 for Honsho because he probably got a shitter in the last game. Although that'd be his European stats, not his league stats. But we're just banking the 8 into his average rating. I don't know if that actually does anything or helps along the season. I'm not really sure. Gives him something to aim for, in my mind. Don't injure David James. We haven't got a sub-goalie. But we've got 15 minutes to go. They are eking their way back in the game. I'd be unsurprised if they got a goal at some point here. I thought they were going to get a rebound goal then, in all honesty. They're having some chances. I mean, they've got players like Mark Bircham on the end of them. You can see the strength of their squad. Michael Branch is leading their line. He's a good player in the game, but he's still maybe a year or so. He's a young player in the game. He's not a top-end striker by any means. And, yeah, they clearly haven't quite got the squad. I don't think they've got the money either. I think in the last episode I meant to say we're going to look at our money. We'll do it now. We'll do it after this game. I forgot to do it, didn't I? I forgot to look at our funding. Plus, we've had a bit more money come out of the Champions League, so we'll have a look. But that is a great result. They got Duncan Ferguson on the bench. To be fair, Michael Branch come off the bench as well. But who was up front for them then? Oster, Michael Ball was like there, and Ryder with their 8, 9, and 10. I don't see any strikers in there at all, apart from on the bench, unless they're both like struggling for fitness or something. I'm gonna have a look at that. Wimbledon, who appointed Mick Harford, I think, from Wolves. Wimbledon, Ray Harford, not Mick Harford. Ray Harford from Wolves. Okay, how are Wimbledon doing? 10th, mid-season. Mid-table, that's not too bad. Tottenham, still winning, beating Chelsea, who were up to 3rd at one point, or something like that. Middlesbrough, they've just lost to Derby. Man United, 3rd. They are reserved. They are resound. They're coming forward, so they are gonna. If we drop points, they're gonna be seizing on them. Leicester up to 4th. This is a real cluster of different teams sort of appearing in and out here. Newcastle have dropped way down. Palace and Ipswich to a degree look gone basically. So Mark Bircham is a striker on the game. I thought he was a midfielder on the game. I know he's a midfielder in real life. I thought he was a midfielder on the game. Weird. Madar's still there, not playing. Kadam Archery's there, not playing. George Shaw, don't know who he is. I know he scored against us a little while ago. I don't know what they... I mean, they're just trying to defend their way out of trouble, I guess. I don't know. Bolton, I mean, they started really well and they were quite good last season, but they're down in the doldrums as well. Sheffield United have come up doing okay. Arsenal are down there, they're struggling. They've just lost Bergkamp as well. But let's have a look at our money. We should be close to about 30 million now, shouldn't we? 26, okay, not that much. 57,200 is the all-seater stadium. Attendance records 56,432. So we've still got about 800 people to get a full stadium, which hopefully we can do. We didn't sign anyone this year for a big fee, did we? Oh, yes, we did. It's because we're not in 99s. Yes, we are. Did we not sign any? Did Batistuta count as last season? It maybe because it was before the tick over. Anyway, where are we coming back? So we've got League Cup further on. We're not worried about that. We've got Wimbledon. We need to come back in November. It's got to be Milan, Man United and Borough, isn't it? I mean, they are 3 big games. And the fact there's an international break in the middle there puts November pretty much in the end of it before we have to come back for the next episode. So there's not too much to play through. And then we've got the Bayern Munich game, which will be the last game. We'll probably play Espanyol off cam again. If we've got time in that episode, we'll squeeze it in, but I don't know if there will be. But anyway, we're going to move on. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please drop a like down below. If you're new around the channel, smash that subscription button. I'm sitting at about 130 at the time of recording. I think it was 132 at one point, so 2 people obviously got pissed off and went away. But, you know, drop all the comments all below as well, all that lovely stuff. Yeah, and until next time for that triple threat Milan, Man United and Middlesbrough, I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.